fortune and fame. But now we're lost in a nuclear zone, with a map upside down and no signal on our phone. Yindy and Arix, stumbling through the dark, mushrooms glowing, dogs that bark at ghosts and glitches, mutant pitches, no idea where we parked. A bunker door, a rusted key, we guessed the code accidentally. Tried stealth, went loud, ran out of luck. Then Arix said it's fine, right before we got struck. Looting and laughing, chaos on demand, a duo of pros with no real plan. When logic fails, we dance through trials with snacks in hand and crooked smiles. One Geiger click from calling it quits. Tavarus tried hugging a barrel that spits. We laughed, we screamed, we looted in vain, but we'll respond and do it all again. You're watching YindyPlayZ, where the real danger is our sense of direction. Well, we packed our bags and loaded the game. Thought we'd be heroes, earn fortune and fame. But now we're lost in a nuclear zone, with a map upside down and no signal on our phone. Yindy and Arix, stumbling through the dark, mushrooms glowing, dogs that bark at ghosts and glitches, mutant pitches, no idea where we parked. A bunker door, a rusted key, we guessed the code accidentally. Tried stealth, went loud, ran out of luck. Then Arix said it's fine, right before we got
Yindy.
struck.
Hello, hello.
Looting and laughing, chaos on demand, a duo of pros with no real plan. When logic fails, we dance through trials.
Cobalt Kitty.
Snacks in
Less than
hand
3.
and crooked smiles. One Geiger click from calling it quits. Tavarus tried hugging a barrel that spits. We laughed, we screamed, we looted in vain, but we'll respond and do it all again. You're watching YindyPlayZ, where the real danger is our sense
Arix-Tavarus.
of direction.
Good day.
Hello, and welcome to YindyPlayZ. Not a post for half-wits, for I am still working on episode 13. I'm currently about 50% through the episode, but I am not alone, for I am joined by my magnificent co-host, Arix-Tavarus. Arix, are you there?
Hello, I am indeed.
There we go.
I am indeed.
So, you picked the game last week. Also, hello, Cobalt in the chat. That's fantastic. We're building our community. It's slowly growing.
Hi, Cobalt.
So yes, you picked the game last week, Clear Obscure, which I am getting through. I'm almost at the end of Act 2. I was just saying before the stream, I've unlocked Rafiki, so that's the whole thing. But the game that I chose...
Yeah, he's great.
I love how I got him and I was like, yeah, I'm not going to use you. Get to the back of the fucking party bus. Because all the other
Kevin
characters...
Sully won.
Hey, Kevin, how
Hello.
you doing? Yay, more people are joining. So, the reason I chose Atomfall today is it actually, I suppose, became recommended by one of my students, except it didn't. They asked me, had I played Atomfall? And I went, no, not yet. And they were quite vehemently against it, which I thought was quite interesting because, as I was saying, a game could be good or a game could be bad, but as long as it's not boring and worth talking about, that's the thing that we want for YindyPlayZ here. So it was on my list. It's the fact it's on Game Pass. Actually, there's a lot of some of the most noteworthy, exciting games that have come out this year have not been the big AAA blockbusters, but more these things that have come from left field, like Claire Obscura, Blueprints. Also, by the way, it took me a long time, longer than I care to admit. I realized Blueprints. Blueprints. I got the pun there. Yeah. Anyway, so Atomfall came out. It's sort of the British Fallout that's not Fallout London. Snuck out on Game Pass. It's also by Rebellion, a developer that has gone for so long. That developer's been around for absolutely ages. And I think Yahtzee and Fully Ramblomatic pointed out how the fuck are they still going? And things like Monolith and everything are getting shut down. So I think there's
Cobalt Kitty.
a lot of interesting things to
I
talk
love
about
indie
here.
games. They're getting more popular. I'm really happy about that.
Well, exactly. They're the ones that are worth kind of talking about just now. And when I was looking up game lengths, because actually, game length is, as I'm getting older and have less and less free time and more adult responsibility, game length is a major issue. I've got so many games that are 100, 200 hours long, and I'm like, I'm just not going to get to you anytime soon. I want a short, snacky affair that I can complete 30 hours maximum, and that's a long game for me, and then move on to something else. You know, a good, solid 8-hour experience, that's perfect for me for like a palate cleanser. So I was quite surprised to see that Atomfall, apparently, if you mainline Critical Path, is meant to be only 10 hours long. And I thought, that's actually quite a good length, potentially. So yeah, that's why I chose this game.
And I heard that's what she said too.
Yes,
But
exactly.
so that's quite a good length.
It's not all about length, it's what you do with it. So,
True.
at least that's what I'm told. Right. Booting it up, I've heard a bit about Atomfall. I've not actually played any of it, so it's a completely fresh playthrough for me. Okay, do we want to go for the full survivor, or do we want to go brawler? So that's combat, survival, exploration, assisted. No, I don't think we want assisted for exploration. Or do we want to go investigator? But then that's less combat. I think I want combat and exploration.
Try Survivor?
Survivor? Okay.
That's just for the default that they're looking at.
Okay. Well, we'll go for
We'll
this
try
then. Starting, yeah. I literally just booted that up just to see that I played.
Windscale, the pride of Britain, nestled in the picturesque Lake District, the state-of-the-art atom plant has transformed this rugged landscape into the envy of its northern neighbors.
I almost read that's Cumbernauld there.
Scientific progress waits for no one.
Oh lord.
Has nothing to fear. The area will be reopened by Christmas at the latest. The situation is more complex than was at first understood.
Cobalt Kitty. Are you gonna play Still Wakes the Deep at some point?
I've
Sorry if it seems like I'm a bit annoying.
No. In fact, Cobalt, I have already played Still Wakes the Deep. I have a full stream. I played all of it a few months back. If you go back into the live channels on YindyPlayZ on YouTube, it should be there. I'll find it for you and send you the link. But yes, I have played through all of Still Wakes the Deep, and I viciously mocked the Scottish accents in that. I think that was before you joined me as a co-host, Tavares. That would be good.
I think I still watched.
Oh, fair enough. Yeah, I think you did jump in at one
I
point.
seem to recall. Yeah.
Yeah.
What are you doing in here? I thought this place was secure. Where's Dr. Bell?
I love this. It kind of gives you confused help for blood. I think we're going to go for the confused idiot.
We don't know. Lying here with a single bunker inside.
Cobalt Kitty. Lol, the voice acting in that game is stellar.
I know, right? The thing that you've got to know about us Scots is we have a very bleak sense of humour. There's the big prison just outside Perth, here in Scotland, and I love the fact that someone left it a 3-star TripAdvisor review.
Yeah.
magazine.
Still better than the premiere in.
Yeah, pretty much.
We'll help you escape, but they won't do it for free. I've lost so much blood. I can't think.
It's fine, we'll get him some duct tape.
Should we supplies there?
Yeah. Just a flesh wound.
Stop the bleeding, please.
Okay, helpful, blunt, you can trip me
Cobalt Kitty. Love Jarl both. You make my day.
here. I'm glad we make someone's day. So,
Yeah.
right. Are we being a dick, Tavarus, or are we being helpful?
Let's be helpful just now.
Okay.
Because we are confused.
Okay.
It hurts like the devil.
Okay, right. Yes. Okay. I do have to say, graphics and so far, gameplay-wise, it feels smooth, which is always a good thing for me. I love the first thing we do, grab all the whiskey. I love how he's just talking away and we're just like, yeah, yeah.
I think we're supposed to go back and give him the rags and alcohol to sterilize the wound.
Oh, right, okay. Oh.
A bandage. Please help me.
I think the suit's a little bit redundant at this stage. But you can do the key card now.
Very well. I'm hardly in a position to negotiate. What matters most is that the truth gets out. Here's my key card. It will get you out of here and into the interchange. It doesn't matter what else happened. As long as the truth of this place gets out. Here are my notes. Everything I remember. It's not much, but it's all I can do.
Now, if I woke up in a random bunker somewhere and a guy in a hazmat suit and a mask, I think my first question would be, do I need a hazmat suit and a mask?
Yeah. Yeah, pretty much.
Okay. Ah, yes, the squeezing through of walls.
Indeed.
Quarantine protocol is in effect. This door must remain sealed.
Well, that was a short game. Oh, no, we're fine. Okay, new lead found. Right.
Cobalt Kitty. Speaking of whiskey, I'm going to Nashville, Tennessee to see my grandfather.
Nice.
We're planning on going to the Jack Daniels distillery and the old Smoky Moonshine as well.
If my missus was suddenly to show up on the stream, she'll kick my butt for saying this. We went to the Glen Eagles Hotel. Very big, fancy 5-star resort here in Scotland. Big, fancy restaurant, right? The black tie tux sort of effect. I love how he's like being threatening. It's like, no, I'm telling a story. You can wait, sir.
Yeah, you can sit down, pal.
So the waitress comes up and starts giving us all the order. And, you know, obviously Scotland's very known for its whiskies. And they had like this bottle of Glen Eagles 52 or something like that. It was like $5,000 or something, this aged whiskey. And she goes, and my missus drinks whiskey, I drink Malibu because I'm fancy like that. And I like to feel fruity. Okay, just go with it. So she comes over and gives the list to the missus and went, what would you like? All these expensive whiskies, all these kind of exotic flavors, oaked, aged and stuff. And she literally turns and goes, yeah, do you have Jack Daniels? The look of disappointment on the waitress's face of, yes, we have Jack Daniels. I'll be right back.
Right. If she's in work on Saturday, I'll be having words.
Yep.
I'll be having very stern words with her.
She'll probably kick my butt tomorrow. So, right. Ooh. Okay.
Good job for her saying phone has no battery right now.
I feel like we've landed in a Portal game.
I know.
What's this?
Jet slogan, evil in orbit.
Okay, so they even got the comics from Fallout. So I'm picking up a lot of scrap. I don't know if any of this is useful. Or I'm just filling my pockets with random junk. Right. Okay. Are we meant to take this guy down? Is this a thing? We're going to try it.
Idea.
Take down. I love how he had like a Bobby's hat.
Yep.
Apparently, it's a law that if a pregnant woman asks for a Bobby's hat, they're allowed to piss in it. Don't know why that's a law. So.
Cobalt Kitty. LUL.
I've heard of loads of kind of like obscure laws that are still technically in effect. Like there's one, you're not allowed to park your camel for more than 20 minutes to a lamppost. And I'm like, why did they make that a law? So, what happened to provoke that response? Alright. Okay, not inconspicuous at all. Have to say though, Skybox is quite lovely.
Mm.
Oberon. What's Oberon from? I know that name from like
Shakespeare, one of the fairy.
Oh, right, is that the Titania's husband?
Yes.
Yes.
Titania's husband.
Yeah.
Oberon. Also, if you
Cobalt
played much
Kitty.
Persona, then
Huh. That's
he's
too
a
specific as
Persona
well as
as well.
don't buy alcohol on a
Based
Friday
on-
night at 3 a.m.
based
in
on that.
Florida.
Yeah.
Yes, that's real.
You know what? I've heard all the stories from Florida. Yeah, I can see why. Right. Also, speaking of Oberon, and this is how I knew the name, criminally underrated cartoon, Disney's Gargoyles. Or,
Gargoyles is so good.
I know, or basically, you know, cartoon Next Generation, because half the actors are from Star Trek.
Mm.
I was briefly in a... by the way, I have no idea where I'm going. I'm just rooting random things.
Nope.
Are we exploring, or are we going towards the obviously cursed nuclear test center?
I think that'll end up in a game over fairly quickly, but we can go for that.
Okay, right. Let's go to the swirling vortex of death.
It'll be colourful.
Yep. So we've heard that Oberon must die. Bill and Ted have clearly parked their phone booth there.
Yep.
Now, if it was me, and this meant to be a British game, I would have put a blue police box there rather than a red phone
Of
box.
course. Yeah.
And in fact, if they truly are British and
I mean,
taking the piss, there should be a
there's still
crash.
time.
Yeah. I love how in one of the scenes in Red Dwarf where they're at a junkyard planet, you can actually see the TARDIS discarded.
Yeah.
Oh. Oh, it's Bell Lottie.
Where did you come from then?
Confused. I was unconscious. I don't know for how long.
Say, you do look a little worse for wear. You've got luck on your side, not getting snatched. Out by something foul while you were dozing. Listen, if you don't mind my saying, you don't look much like a local.
What gave it away?
From the outside.
As I going to say,
You what? Boffins all died when their atom plant went up in flames. Not seen any of them for 5 years. Only outlaws and loons around here now. And you'll want to give them all a wide berth. You poor bugger. You can't remember now, can you?
We were just talking about this before the stream. Welcome to Reforms Britain. Sorry.
Yeah.
Try not to get political.
This place, the quarantine zone.
Stating an objective truth is not getting political. Just
That,
say.
that's true, yeah.
The sky is blue. Oh my god.
I know, right?
They put those buggers up fast enough when it all went to clag in here. My name's Nat, by the way. Forgive me being curious of strangers. This place has been off for years.
If you've not seen it, Tavares, I need to send it to you after the stream. You know the comedian Al Murray?
Careful who you trust.
Yes.
He stood against Nigel Farage when he was like representing UKIP
And a few
for
Did
the.
he beat him, didn't he?
No, he didn't. He didn't. But it was the fact. It was the fact he was running as the FUKP party.
Yes.
And it was like FUKP. We don't claim to have any of the answers, but that's fine. We'll leave Europe by the end of the the decade and the solar system by the end of 2020. So, yeah. But I love Al Murray because talking as the comedian that he is and not the character, he was like, the best way to engage in politics is to satirize it. And I was like, I completely agree. Yeah, we should really be listening to this guy. Strange things.
phones have been disconnected for years. Take a knock on the noggin, did you?
How rude. I'm not mad. Someone's been talking to me.
You're starting to worry me now. Hearing voices isn't a good sign.
When you start getting questioned by the local tramp, then
Yeah, you've got issues.
everyone's feeling.
I
Yeah.
don't blame you for being confused. It messes about with you, this place. Things have been bad ever since the government built that plant across the water. Shady, secret stuff them scientists were up to. Whatever they were doing, they were right keen to bury it when it went wrong.
Christ, it's like the conspiracy theorists took over. So,
I know. Next we'll be talking about chemtrails.
Yeah.
I heard them once.
5G, that's what done it.
Suits.
Oh,
The
aye.
ones that appeared right after the disaster, talking about their quarantine, how they had to seal the place. Said something about an interchange, a secret project.
Also known as H1S1.
Get carried away. Not personal. That'll be a right chatterbox, that's all. That's what they chucked me out the village for, the buggers.
Friendly, desperate, curious.
Ah? Well, I was speaking truth. From a certain point of view. Windy has not been civilized since the soldiers moved in. Running the place like prison camp, calling themselves protocol. I can point you to it, but I've no desire to return. You ask me, those that steered might have done better out here. Now, I'm not sure I should be seeing out more to a stranger.
Okay, change.
Easy now. I only heard the name, but I'd wager it's buried under these hills. This place is riddled with secret bunkers. Or so I've heard. Such things were kept hidden from the likes of us, of course. But look, if you want more, you'd be wise to ask Molly, the tinker. An ear for information has Molly. She's usually camped just north of here.
Okay.
Now I really should stop talking. Not personal, but you can't trust anyone too much these days, can you? So long. What's yourself around here, aye?
All right. Also, I love, like, for the context of anyone not British, these guys are considered Northerners. So, a hard, rough people to the north of the country. But that's the English perspective. To us Scots, they're all Southerners. Yeah,
They're still Southerners.
yeah, exactly.
Hell, there's some of the Scots up in the northeast where I grew up. Anywhere south of Perth was considered Southerners. You're all Southerners.
Exactly.
Dundee was just about okay.
Right, well, that's where I'm from, so... Right. So he said north, so we're looking for someone Well, that looks like a village down there. So we were looking for someone just north of here, he said. Molly. So... Yep. Okay. So yeah, again, what Yassi was talking about is the game lets you figure things out organically. There isn't any objective markers or fast travel or stuff like that, which... Yeah,
That's cool.
You know, could, if done right, could be quite refreshing. Done badly, it could be annoying as hell. Okay, so... North leads... Oh, okay, whoops. That happened.
So the person that hated it when they were talking to you about it, what was it they disliked?
They just...
Did they mention?
They said they tried to get into it, but really couldn't. I think they were expecting a more objectively Fallout-style experience.
Right.
I mean, to be fair, it has just spat us straight out. It's, you know, it's a lot more green than Fallout, and I don't mean the filter. Yeah. So, graphically, I quite like it. I do like the little... the thing is, if they're setting it in Britain, for me, and you can maybe weigh in on this, Cobalt, as well, the difference between British and American humour. We tend to find, there was a comedian magician who was talking about it. He was like, I did this joke in America, and it would always be that he would go up and he would arm wrestle a small boy, and he would let the small boy win. He'd be like 7 or 8, boom, 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 boom. And the crowd would go nuts for it. And the whole point is American exceptionalism. They like the underdog and, you know, get one up over the man and stuff like that, you know. All heroic stuff. British, on the other hand, they would get an old lady and have the old woman wrestle him, and he would lose to the old woman. Because in Britain, we're a bit shit. And we know we're a bit shit. And we find it funny. That's the thing about British humour as well. We take the piss a lot out of ourselves because we know we're shit. Right, bird from the other side. So yeah, the fact
Kobold
that...
Kitty. I love the self-aware humour.
Yeah.
Someone's whistling.
Right. Okay. Bar from the other side. Mill entrance. I loved how like it had piss off written on the side of the wall there. Okay. Oh.
Oi, what made that noise? Turn it up.
Wow. Wow. I love how I approached him from the side, and yet he snapped round.
Yep.
So, oh well. I was just going up to talk to him, but I accidentally snapped his neck. Oh well. I'll take the cricket back, though. Okay. So, unlike Fallout and Bethesda games, they're not instantly
Kobold Kitty.
stripped to their underwear.
I've dated a Scotsman for 6 years now. It's rubbed off on me and became a part of my personality, lol.
Oh. Tripwire. There we go. The stranger will find you. Okay.
That's interesting.
So, I'm guessing this isn't a friendly village. Or at least it's not now, considering that I just snapped the neck of one of the locals. Whoops. Okay. And investigation. So it gave.
I mean, it's to be fair though, it is fairly standard. You move in, you come to a new area, you snap a couple necks. You know, it happens.
Yeah.
We've all been there.
Okay, trader.
We've all done that.
Okay, you can place a marker on. Okay, so that maybe gives us a direction to go in. I think that might have been maybe the thing that... Okay, Tavarus, do you know what the deal is with this guy is? Because my granddad used to send me postcards, and he would draw this little guy at the top.
No idea.
I think it was a wartime thing, particularly here for the Brits. He never explained to me what it was for. or what the story behind him was. Oh, some guys over there. Well, they seem friendly.
Cobalt Kitty. Looks like Squidward from SpongeBob, me and my Gen Z ass lol.
Yeah, I was away to say, I have a feeling it's not SpongeBob. Especially if it was from wartime. But who knows, could have inspired SpongeBob. Get off our land. Lost your way. Lost your way. Okay. Oh, I didn't want to do that, I don't think. Did that change the direction where I'm trying to go? No, it didn't. No, it didn't.
Cobalt Kitty. Someone told me don't lose your way.
Hello.
Oh.
I don't know you, do I? No, not seen you around here before. Your lot shouldn't be wandering this far out of the village. It's safe.
What do you mean,
That
your
is where
lot?
you came from. The village.
Honest, lie, defensive. She's not tried to shank us straight away, so I'm leaning towards honest.
Honest, just
Of
now.
course you're not one of them. You're a stranger to these dales, aren't you? Clear as crystal now I look at you, and I'm good at reading people. It's a right handy skill. Especially if you want to get any good business done. My name's Molly. If you've got out to trade, I've got some bits and bobs for sale.
Okay.
They kept what they were doing hidden from us locals, right up until the day the atom plant went bang across the mere. Well, you won't find any boffins left here now, but turns out they've been digging out secret bunkers all over the place. Riddle these hills like woodworm in an old sideboard. I might just know the location of one or two of them. Not that that kind of thing comes for free, you understand.
Yeah, that's not something that really inspires confidence in local government, is it? When they start building random bunkers everywhere, it's like, should we be worried?
You've met all
No, nothing to think about. It's fine.
Could talk the hind legs off a donkey. Well, any friend of his is a friend of mine. Oh, well, suppose it can't hurt to give you a little something for free. I heard some outlaws found a big door nearby, one they couldn't get open. Now, only the boffins would have built something like that. They said it was signed, the interchange.
Oh, right, okay.
It's inside a bunker that overlooks the quarry, if you've been over that way. Here, I'll mark it for you.
Okay, that's clearly where we're heading to then.
Well, before everything were a mess, I used to be a tinker. Travelling round, fixing things for folk. Sharpening knives and scissors, selling pots and pans. Afterwards, couldn't get stuff off the markets to sell anymore. So I thought, Molly, my girl, you need to become a broker. That's what I do. I sort out deals. And I do it fairly. Reputation's about the only thing worth spit now.
And now I run one of the biggest city banks in Canary Wharf.
How's this
Right.
sound? We do a bit of trading. And here's the thing. I get right gossipy when I'm trading. I bet you wouldn't mind hearing a bit of local gossip, would you?
Oh, why not? What's Mary up to these
And maybe
days?
I'll throw in some information for free.
Bertrand, okay. Right, so we have a cricket bat. What does she have? And to equip. So torch. Stealth manual allows skill to purchase. Shotgun ammo. Concrete shelter key. Maybe. Keys are always useful. Apparently my bat is not worth a key. Oh well.
You need anything, Molly will be here.
Alright. And the village.
Cobalt Kitty. Someone once told me, I used to play hide and seek with my dad. He is master at the game. Still can't find the man.
Oh God, dark. Right. Yep, there's our SpongeBob friend again. Right, that's making me think that that's indicating something. Right.
Cobalt Kitty. About your humor, it's the dark side that gets me every time.
Oh yes, oh yeah, we're... All hail Nigel Farage. Please don't clip that out of context. No army, okay. Piss off. Right, here we go.
Cobalt Kitty. I'm gonna.
Well. Just look what the cat dragged in. Pay attention. This village is under military occupation per the quarantine protocol. You're new round here, eh? Which means you're free to enter. Just keep your nose clean, alright?
Why is he, like, Welsh? So...
Thinking.
The accents are a bit all over the place. Oh, okay, I'm sorry. It's okay.
Go, or you're dead.
Alright, I'm moving, alright.
Keep your eyes peeled now.
Alright. We all friendly? Have you forgotten I exist?
Keep the peace, Sibby.
Alright.
Cobalt Kitty. Cunts, are they?
I know. Well, they're friendly. Okay. So we've come to the village.
For the 100th time, we're here to protect civilians and get this mess sorted out.
Oh, get a lot sorted out by kicking the elderly out of the road.
Let's not have any trouble. You know what the captain said? We have to move anybody vulnerable inside the inner perimeter.
Vulnerable? The bloody cheeky
I'm amazed that we don't all...
Yeah, she's a scouser. You don't mess with them.
You fucking idiot. Why would you call them vulnerable?
And not tell us it for our own bloody good.
Right, listen to me, you old knout. Orders is orders. You obey orders, or it's the jug for you.
You never took us in the prison. I'd die there. You never.
Watch me. You should be thanking us for protecting you. You know that?
Aye. I suppose so.
You suppose.
There's a bit of cognitive dissonance between, you know, fascist dictatorship and a Welsh accent.
Gather your tat and get out.
Cobalt Kitty. Ass hats.
Yep.
It sounded intimidating.
Yeah. Bounties please on confirmed. Okay. To be fair, my money would be on the old woman.
Oh, definitely.
We've all
Scripture, definitely.
We've all seen the Monty Python sketch.
Yep.
Gangs of old ladies are beating up defenseless young men. Right. Okay. Do-do-do.
Not sure.
Citizens of Wyndham, a contaminated area has been reported.
Let's roll it.
Yeah.
Away from there until it has been sterilized.
Okay. Building seas. So yeah, I wonder,
Cobalt Kitty.
do they have
Yeah,
kids?
lol, don't mess with tough older women. Not that I'd have any experience whatsoever.
So,
Or if it's one of those RPGs where everyone's conspicuously the same age. That is a bold sweater. Okay, take down. Yeah, let's not randomly deck villagers. I think that'll piss them off.
Oh, well.
Kobold Kitty. I've seen enough to know where this is going.
Yeah. Okay, hello. Transition.
One more civvy gives me not sure I like the look of you.
Oh, well, you're not all there yourself. So I'm just exploring at the minute. At some point I will piss off the guards. We know that that's inevitably going to happen. Okay, is there something specific that we're meant to be doing here in the village? I'm just looking up our notebook.
Church first.
Right. Okay. Can we? Yeah. Okay, so that's the village up there. Sewer entrance. Okay.
Citizens of Wyndham, you are reminded that any building marked as sterilized is off limits prior to demolition.
See how big metal bugger? I could have it. I could.
Steady on, George. It's got guns on it.
Stop it out like you own it.
That is the most accurate depiction of Britain. Some drunk old guy wanted to fight a mech.
Right.
Okay. That's punch.
If you need to approach the woods for foraging, request an escort at the village.
Let's not have any trouble.
Alright. Now I'm guessing as a region, Winchester, you know, you're not expecting vastly different biomes. You keep calm and carry on, chaps. Right. I'm not. What it says.
We should let them get their numbers back up.
Don't be causing trouble.
Take long.
All right?
Someone from Northern Ireland there. We should have a bingo card and a little drinking game every time we spot a new accent.
I like my liver, no thank you.
You say that, but you could outdrink me quite easily.
I'm not sure about that, but...
I've seen you drunk. So, okay, right. Now this seems to be another region. Right, but it's there we want to be. Okay, so it seems to be split into like smaller maps, which is fine, but there's no fast travel. So do we need to run all the way back, or unless the phone boxes? That seems like the sort of thing that might be a fast travel system. Let's try it out. Nope. They know we're coming.
This land looks safe. This land is not safe. You
Well, it's nice to know that the Daleks are on side.
Gonna say we've got Davros, so we're fine.
Yep, yep. I loved that at the last election as well. There was there was a protest party running as the Daleks, and it was like, we have heard you want your country back. After careful research, we have concluded it has not gone anywhere. So, right, this. Why don't we eat the glowing mushrooms? Because that could only go well. Right. I still don't... So I'm maybe seeing where this game maybe lost that student in question. If it is just kind of open-ended, wandering about the kind of English countryside, arsing about in a bush. Which, let's face it, that's mostly what you do in the English countryside.
Yeah.
So they've nailed that part of British culture right there. Okay. So like a madman, I'm going to sprint back through the village and see if we can get to this interchange. Right, running, jumping into...
Citizens of Wyndham, we cannot guarantee your safety beyond the village palings. Do you have a good reason to leave the village?
Okay, what happens if I get to like maximum? Do I start like dying? Let's have a look. No, I just slowed down.
Do as you're told, right?
Now, as much as the Welsh accent is not exactly the most... It's not exactly the most threatening accent. No, that's a horrible... I shouldn't try and do accents. I'm going to stop now.
What on earth was that?
I know.
It sounded almost Caribbean or Jamaican.
I know. I gave up halfway through. I really... It's a bit like that in halfwits. I start off strong, but lose it very quickly. Oh, God. There's our pal again. Yeah. As much as the Welsh accent is not exactly threatening, a Scouse or Northern Ireland accent, you don't fuck with. So what I'm taking from that is that we're secretly in that movie Hot Fuzz.
Behave yourself, Sidney.
Well.
A contaminated area has been reported in the Skephamore fields. Please stay away from there. You are leaving Wyndham, and the quarantine protocol is no longer responsible for your safety.
Okay, are we in the right region now? That's what I want. Yes, we are. And this is the entrance to the interchange that way. Uh-oh.
Cobalt Kitty. By the way, how's 4 half-wits coming along, if you don't mind me asking?
I am 50% through episode 13. I wanted to be a little bit kind of further on, but I was just saying to Tavares there, it's the end of the academic year at work, so I'm marking students up and down, seeing family and stuff like that, and I'm lucky if I get a couple of hours every 2 or 3 nights to kind of work on it, and it's getting back into it. But it is coming along. Certainly, my hope is if I can get a stretch, I'm trying to get it on Patreon for, if not next week, weekend after, So the week after. And certainly I want to try and mine it for a few shorts to come out next week. So it's coming along. It's not been abandoned. It's there. It's a thing. Also, oh, my head was pounding last night. I managed to do a little bit of it, and then had to just kind of go, nah, I need to go to bed. Okay, so he's...
Cobalt Kitty. I'm so glad you...
There we go. Right, I'm not sure if he's like seeing me, or if he's talking to his mate. Right. Okay, so we're going this way, we're going this way. Can I... Ah, it's one of the special climbable ledges. Yep. But yes, it felt really weird, even though it was just a theme tune we released today on the Halfwit Shadow. It felt weird not having a full video go out. So... But like I said, if I try and like put something together to just put out another video, it means I'm not working on Halfwits. So I've decided, no, next videos has to be Halfwits. But the good thing is I've got the Yindy tips and tricks scripts for the next couple of episodes. So...
Cool.
Okay, well this feels very Fallout.
Cobalt Kitty. You're having the chance to spend time with the students. I was lucky to have the best band directors. We would spend time with playing Mario Kart on our off days.
Nice. Oh, that's... I haven't yet been able to pre-order Switch 2 and Mario Kart World. I refuse to play scalper prices.
Instead of Nintendo, it would be scalpers at this point.
Yeah.
With the amount of money charged.
Okay. Well, that works.
Cobalt Kitty. I refuse to pay Nintendo prices.
Yeah. Well, I was just thinking, you'd probably have it worse, Cobalt, with all the, at least currently, the tariffs. I think because most of the parts are made in China, you'll get hit with it particularly hard as well. And again, my condolences on that. Ow, ow, ow. Punch the bats, punch the bats. Right, I've got something that'll make you laugh, Tavares. I have never seen a bat in real life. You live in the same village as my missus.
Yep.
So you're aware of the park that I'm probably referring to. I saw a bat in that park and I got really, really excited to then find out it was a fake bat.
Leftover Halloween decoration or something?
I don't know. It's the one down at the green. Yeah. Like, I got genuinely really giddy when I saw it for the first time. I feel we should have bought a torch earlier when we were talking to Molly. That would have been kind of handy.
Yeah.
Alright. So, I'm guessing apart from bats, there's nobody down here. So, even though it's got trespassing in big, bold letters, is there anyone actually here to catch us trespassing? Right.
Like it.
Okay. That's another game that's been on my list of things to try is Chernobyl. My dad really, really enjoyed the first game. Stalker. Yes,
Yep,
Stalker, Shadow of Chernobyl. I know the second one had a whole big thing about being a bit buggy, but to be fair, they had been invaded by Russia.
Yeah.
Okay, we got a gun. Guns are always handy.
Sorry, yep.
Oh, Davros is back. Well, that's us fucked then. Roll perception check, 2.
Could say wisdom is for dumps that.
Yep. Okay.
Kobold Kitty. Rolls for wisdom *1. Fuck.
Yep. Okay. Okay, I did a thing.
Data stores offline. Central processor offline. Facilities offline. Project sectors offline. Please re-establish atomic power from data stores to central processor at your earliest convenience.
Okay, unused. So that like the bank, right? Interchange. Okay. Right. Is there anything else?
Kobold Kitty. You should have seen the worst luck my friend got when playing BG3. He rolled 3 nat 1s in a row.
Give it time, I'm sure we can beat that, Tavares. Cut off from the other data stores. To do damn fool. Okay, across the central processor. Okay. Should the power to the console and exchange. So I know from the for the fully Ramblematic review, the basic structure of the game is getting this place back online, and you basically need 3 batteries, and each of the main factions has a battery, and it's kind of organic, open sort of gameplay. To try and get them back. Oh. Okay, that happened. Okay, so right, so this is that storage.
Kobold Kitty. RNG came back with a vengeance. Unless you're playing Pokemon Nuzlocke, then it's the bane of my existence.
Oh yeah. Sadly, when I'm a player, never get any 20s. See, when I'm the DM and I need to like save against something, I just get constant 20s. It frustrates my players so much.
Annoying.
Well, to be fair, you mostly flatten my bosses, so there you go.
Yeah, it's the random fights that always bugger us up.
Yeah. Okay. Oh shit! There's something in the water. I'm going to get out of the water. Power. Okay. Right. Again, has it told us exactly what to do here? Atomic batteries. Right. Investigate. Notebooks. Oh. Key items. Memory. That's the memory card. Oh, that's the map. So those are clearly the 3 sections. Let's get detail. So is that the way in? How did we get in here? Oh, that's the door up here. Okay. I mean, so far as a game, it's intriguing to see where it will eventually go, but it's not exactly the mad chaos a minute that I was perhaps trying to sell with the intro song for tonight.
Thinking that.
Yeah. Okay. Right. Okay, so that being the case, because it is so slow, right? What time are we on? We've got an hour. Do you want to persevere with Atomfall a bit, or do you maybe want to jump to Blueprints and have a go at that? Oh, well, set that off
Of course,
again.
we need to set out when something happens.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if you're not feeling this time, we could do Blueprints.
Okay, and to do. Go through.
Cobalt Kitty. Blueprints sounds cool. I've never heard of it.
Cool. All right. Well, I think that maybe kind of sells it then. So we're maybe going to try Blueprints then. All right. So again, this was the other one that was potentially on our list for tonight. Let me just update the stream quickly. Boom. There we go. And oh, so Blueprints was the other game that yeah. Also, a lot more people are watching Blueprints. We might get so. Right, there we go. We'll I'll also change the tags. Right.
Cobalt Kitty. I need to get Oblivion of PC. I was crying like a little bitch.
Yes, Oblivion's another game that's very much on my... It's on my list, but the problem is, because I've already played Oblivion, like the original, way back in the day, and it's one of my favourite games, there's so many other games I want to try first before I get to it, because it's almost like I know I'm going to enjoy Oblivion, therefore I don't need to check it out, if you know what I mean. So that's why it's currently there. But I have booted it up. I've had a go at the getting out the Imperial Dungeon, and yeah, it's pretty. It looks good. Vampires are overpowered. Out of all the Elder Scrolls games, you definitely want to play a vampire, because as long as you feed, you can walk in daylight. So you don't have the main sort of drawbacks of vampirism, and you still pass as human and stuff, but if you get like stuck in a dungeon or something, you can just not feed past time, let yourself go full vampire. You're in the dungeon, so you don't need to worry about sunlight, and you get like boosts of strength and everything, and become tougher and blah blah blah. So yeah, vampirism's done quite well in Oblivion. You know what? I really would like to see your take on Morrowind, Tavares, because you never played Morrowind, did you? It is very much a RPG of our generation, kind of old school. But as a result, I've got like inch-thick nostalgia goggles for it. So I couldn't be objective in it. But you know what? I think I had the exact same experience that we just had on Atomfall with Morrowind. Because it just dumps you into the world and goes, go figure it out. And I played it for about 45 minutes, put it down. I think I returned the game to like GameStop at the time. And it wasn't until I was chatting to people down at the Games Workshop and they were telling me all the cool shit you could do with it and just totally break the game. Because you played the other Elder Scrolls, haven't you?
Skyrim.
Yeah. So the making magic items and stuff in Morrowind is just broken to the point.
Oh, that's supposed to be OP as hell, isn't it?
Mainly because I think if I remember correctly, if you trap the soul of like the golden saints in greater soul gems and then enchant an item, whatever enchant you put on the item is permanent, like always active. So you can make an always invisible ring, always levitating ring, always, and it's you can just totally break the game with that. But the game will fuck with you right back. Like, there's different cities based around, one's more martial, one's more economics and business, and one's more magic. And in the magic city, because they're all fucking mages, they don't believe in stairs. And the game will put quest important NPCs up on the top level, and unless you have levitate on either a potion or a ring, it does not give a fuck. It's like, no. So the game will dick with you right back, which by modern sensibilities I can see annoying a lot of people, but back then it was funny. So Cobalt, if you the basic kind of, I suppose, gist of this game is it's kind of like a roguelite puzzle game. We've got to find the 46th secret room in our uncle's estate, but the thing is, every day the mansion resets and we've got to build the blueprint of the mansion trying to get to the 46th room, and it's a lot more difficult than it might sound while piecing together the family history and stuff like that. So we had a little bit of a go of it at the end of the last stream. So I'll let the intro play for you.
I, Herbert S. Sinclair of the Mount Holly Estate at Reddington, do publish and declare this instrument my last will and testament, and hereby revoke all wills and codicils heretofore made by me. I give and bequeath to my grandnephew, Simon P. Jones, son of my dear niece, Mary Matthew, all of my right, title, and interest in and to the house and land which I own near Mount Holly. The above provision and bequest is contingent on my aforementioned grandnephew discovering the location of the 46th room of my 45-room estate. The location of the room has been kept a secret from all the staff and servants of the manor, but I am confident that any heir worthy of the Sinclair legacy should have no trouble uncovering its whereabouts within a timely
Cobalt Kitty. At Arix-Tavarus, do you play any fighting games? If so, can you name any specifics like Dragon Ball, Tekken, etc.?
Oh, you're gonna like this one, Tavares. Over to you. Tavares, you there? Have I lost him?
I'm
Yeah,
here.
yeah.
Okay.
Cobalt was asking about fighting games.
Yes, I do play fighting games. I normally play King of Fighters usually. I have played a bit of Street Fighter 6, but I wasn't a massive fan. I'm currently playing Fatal Fury, the new Fatal Fury that came out, City of the Wolves, and that's quite fun.
You know, I was actually considering picking up Street Fighter 6, but do you recommend against it?
No, not at all. If you, it's certainly the more popular one of the more popular ones that'll be out. So you'll always find people online.
Yeah. Well,
if you want to take it for a spin online, you know.
At some point, I'll probably pick it up, and we can get a few rounds in it. And yeah, Cobalt, I've not forgotten. In fact, I noticed that the Dragon Ball Xenoverse is out on Game Pass just now, so that's interesting. But I do have the PC version. So we're starting a new save kind of here, so that's the blueprint. So yeah, so we're trying to find the 46th room. We start off at the entrance hall, and every time we go into a room, we draw 3 cards, and that will inform the next room, basically. And that's basically the idea. So every time we enter a room, we lose a step. That's what the 50 is at the top, so we run out of stamina, sort of thing. And different rooms do different things. And the further up the blueprint we go, the higher the rank of the room, and that can affect the things that spawn in it and stuff like that. So feel free to join in. Are we going front, west, or east? Northwest or east? I shall choose for us then.
Cobalt Kitty. This reminds me of Shadows of Doubt. It's so
Hello?
cool.
Can you hear me?
Yes, you're cutting in and out, Tavares.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah.
Don't know what's going on there.
And yes, I have played Shadows of Doubt as well, Cobalt. That's again, I played it by myself because no one was on stream. But that's definitely another game I'd play on stream, because that would be a fun one to do with a chat. So, sorry, yes, Tavares, your choice of room.
I'd said north.
You said north. We went north, right? Again, east or west?
East.
East. That's this way. Parlor, corridor, or storeroom. Now, storeroom will block us off because there's only one way in and out.
Yes, that's what I'm thinking. I was thinking parlor.
Cool. Okay. Ah, right. So it's this one again. Blah blah blah.
Cobalt Kitty. Same here.
So there's 3 boxes behind us. One box always has a true statement. One always has a false. And one box has 2 gems that we need to spawn other rooms. So there's the key. Yep, wind up key. Thank you. So you are in the parlor.
That's true.
That is true. This box is empty. The blue box.
The blue box is true. That's also true.
That's also true. So that one is lying then. So we could.
Yes.
This box is empty. Oh, this box is empty and it's lying.
That's a lie. Yes.
Okay. Boom. Look at us being clever.
Boom.
Yeah. Awesome. Right. Cool. We got yeah, so let's kind of continue on kind of this direction. Den, nook, or guest bedroom?
Or a nook. Actually, yeah, go for a nook.
Go for the nook?
Yep.
Okay. Now, also, the further we get into the mansion... Okay, keys are always good. Thank you. The further we get into the mansion, the more likely we are to encounter locked doors. But we've got gems and keys, so that's what we want. Oh yeah, also, that's just saying to take notes. Okay, den, storeroom, or closet.
Can I ask why you're not choosing den?
We can absolutely choose den. That would open both ways, and we get one gem there. So yeah,
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. But
yeah. Now, I do know. Ideally, we want to pick up a breaker room at some point if that comes up. Now, couldn't figure this one out. Me and my sister, we had a brief play of this. We waited in this room till the clock hands were in that position. Nothing happened.
Right.
There's an awful lot of clocks in this room.
Yes.
So, yeah. Right. I'll take over just a little bit in the sense of going back the way we want to use up the lower tier rooms, ideally to get them kind of out of the deck. So, bedroom or lavatory might be a good one. So I think.
I mean,
probably
up to you. Your choices, you see.
Yeah, I'd probably go with the lavatory because that would kind of box us in anyway. So that's fine. Haven't worked it out yet. There's something to do with the paintings. So just bear that in mind. Okay. We've got a room there that we can progress that way, but I'm going to go back. Again, we need to watch our steps. But we're going to go back for the moment because I maybe want to just kind of fill in a couple this way. I'd maybe stick the storeroom here, actually, because that makes sense. And then it doesn't really matter what we want to pop here. Yeah, we can stick the closet here.
So I've got some items.
Yep. Now the gem, now the key. Cool.
Cobalt Kitty. I can't wait to play Beat Saber later. Was thinking about Daft Punk or Kiss.
Nice. Nice, yep. I've got Beat Saber there as well. Need to do another VR stream. Still got to finish the Alien RPG game, actually. Okay, so we kind of want to go this way now.
All of my answers about fighting games come across, or was I breaking up during that as well?
You were slightly breaking up during that.
Oh, bugger.
You said Fatal Frame. We got that bit.
Yeah. Fatal Fury, King of Fighters, Street Fighter. I do have Tekken 8, and I played a bit of that as well.
Nice. Ooh, pantry, boudoir, or office.
I mean, outside of the game, can't go wrong with a boudoir. But in game, okay. Never mind. All right.
We've got boudoir.
Gonna make stupid jokes, but never mind. We've got
Okay.
boudoir.
Yep.
Cobalt Kitty. Hell yeah, love Tekken.
Okay, that's important somehow. But okay. Right. So we've got. Okay. And now I know ideally on the west side of the house, if we get the opportunity to spawn a garage, we want to do that. Right. I think probably that one's gives us the most options. So this will connect to our other hallway, which is fine. Okay. Observatory. And before I use up the step, we'll also chapel, drawing room. You may draw new floor plans while drafting in this room or the courtyard. Try that one. Okay, we'll go that way in a second. Okay. Fixed star constellations. Now, I think we've seen pictures round about the place with different things on it. Dead end rooms are more common today. Ah, right. So is this like the buff that's like applied to the run? Okay. Four stars. Diamond Manor plus 1 gem. Can we use the telescope? Is that a thing? Okay. Can we only move it in one direction? Okay. Right. I'll head north here. Ah, right. This is one that we want. We do want the security room. Ominous music plays. Now, this I'm pretty sure is important. Blue memos are true, red memos are lies. Because if I'm also correct, back here I think there's a red memo. So, until further notice, the antechamber
Cobalt Kitty
has been unlocked.
This seems visually inspired by the Telltale game, The Wolf Among Us.
I
Unlocked.
absolutely adore The Wolf Among Us.
It's brilliant.
They've gone on for ages about there potentially being a second one coming out, but that was before Telltale went into liquidation and all that, but then they got rebooted or something. So I've actually got the Fable comics there. They're really good. Fucking brutal. But yeah, love Wolf Among Us. Let me see. Hold on. Keycard system settings. I think we want to set this to low. Confirm setting, and we want change that to unlock. Confirm settings. Cool. There we go.
Cobalt Kitty. I think they're making a second one.
Yeah.
I believe there's a trailer.
I know they've been talking about a second one for a long time. We're just waiting for it to come out, basically, I think. Right, so
Cobalt Kitty. I'll send you a link if I find it.
Okay. Well, I think we might as well pop. That'll box us in. That'll box us in. So we can only really go with the courtyard here. Alright.
That makes sense. That makes sense. I'll be 2 seconds. I'll be right back.
Yep, no problem. Okay. Okay. Battery. No, I'll go with that one. Because we'll get our steps back. Oh, an apple. Right. Okay. Yeah, we can use a key. And Kinyo. Okay. Utility closet. We do want this. We do absolutely want this. This is the room I was hoping for. The breaker room. Because if I remember correctly, this maybe gives us... Oh. Keycard entry system off. Okay. I did a bunch of stuff. But yeah, I think we definitely wanted this one before the garage. Right, okay. That's fine. Yep, there's our dear old uncle. Right. Okay. We draw a floor plan. Hey, there we go. No! I am out of gems for the garage. Fuck. Fuckity fuck. Fuckity fuckity fuck. God damn it.
Here's hoping the garage comes up again after we've got the gems.
Oh wait, no, you're right in that we've not locked our way. We still have the den, but the problem is we need the garage on the west wing of the house.
Yep.
I've just wasted a step there. Never mind. Okay. DPD. Right. There's still a chance. There's still a chance. I got to the breaker room and I flipped a few switches. One of which was the garage. So I think that's a good thing. Right. Okay. Yes, we want the pantry because we want to start heading that way if we can. There we go. Okay, some monies. That's good. Ooh, right. Okay. The billiard room. Now, apparently, there's a puzzle here. In that. Uh, 11. Okay. Okay. Who? Mm-hmm. So, 5, 6, 7, 8. 11. No. Yeah. Okay. There was a note somewhere that said what the game was exactly. It's something to do with adding up the dart score. I'm just brute forcing it just now. Trying to find the logic to it. So 11's obviously the first one of the sequence.
I think it's 11 then 8, I think.
11 and 8? Okay.
I think so.
Okay, we'll try that. Yay! You're right. You're right. Okay.
38. Is there 38?
38.
No.
No.
Right, okay. Wait. No idea.
Okay. Just trying to get the logic of it. So 28? No. So you were right in that we got to there. So was that 5 plus 3 gave you the 8?
Yes.
Yeah.
So then I was doing triple 10 to 30 and then 48 is what I was thinking there. That's what I originally thought it was
There we
double,
go.
which is why I said.
Ah. The yellow one means subtract.
Oh, right.
Okay. So
Right.
3, I think.
Yes.
Oh fuck, what's it? What's
Down at the bottom. Yep.
20 maybe? Yes. Okay. Okay.
2 times 10, yep.
So 3.
Oh, here we go.
Okay. So fucking hell, maths, Jesus Christ. So
triple 13 is 39.
Okay.
So it's hold on. So it's 15 times 3 is 45 minus 39, which would be 6.
He says confidently.
I think it's 6.
Give that man a prize. I have no idea how you worked that out there. So, see, this is why you need someone else on stream with you.
Well, it's a good job I've not been drinking tonight.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you'd have no chance.
At least not yet.
Shit.
Okay. This is annoying. Okay, so to continue our thing west, we need to use up a gem, I think.
Right.
So we need to try and get another gem.
Yes.
Otherwise, we've boxed ourselves in. Oh! We boxed ourselves in. I chose the wrong room. Fuck! Right.
Oh, bugger.
Right. Okay. Never mind. Calling it a day. Calling it a day. Let me do one more run. See, I want to try and get the garage.
Yeah.
Save and continue. Still, 22 rooms, and we got the circuit breaker room, so I think
Mad Mike.
that carries on.
Atomfall.
Hey,
All right.
Mike, how you doing? We gave up on Atomfall. We bummed we bummed around in the English countryside for an hour and went, yeah, there's not a lot happening here. So we swapped to Blueprints. Wait, is the game Blue? Yeah, it's Blueprints, which is a play on Blueprints. Yeah. There we go.
Also, you're the heir to the.
I got the joke. Right. Northeast or west?
Let's
Mad
go
Mike
west
Falkirk.
this time.
Hello.
Hey, Mike. Sorry, the text-to-speak cut you off there, Francis. Which way are we going?
Oh, I've seen. Let's go west this time.
We're going west first of all. Okay. So we need to make sure that we have a gem before we hit the garage. So Den gives us 1. That's good. West again?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Okay, probably pantry. And that'll let us continue upwards. Yeah. And an apple, thank you. Ooh. No, that's that utility closet. I'm going to spawn it here. I might regret this. But this is the thing I was after before. Does this all reset? Okay. It has all reset. That's infuriating. Okay. But garage was one of those switches, so hopefully... But that's okay, because we can, in theory... Right, we'll do the parlor. Okay, here we go. So, see... Ah! Boxed us in. Shit. That's me going too fast and not paying attention. That's frustrating. Right. Okay. What we got? We got. The gem is are on the floor. That's false.
Why?
The gem is in this box. Possibly this one.
Yeah.
Boom. Okay. That's fine. That's fine. Right. So, we need to try and get onto the west wing now and spawn a garage, if possible. So, shit. That box, as I said, no matter which way we go. So we might as well. This one might be pretty short-lived. This one. Although we're doing all right for resources. Okay.
Yep.
All right. Security room. That's good.
So I didn't read the text. So what's the security room let us do?
It lets us deactivate the card systems and change the security level. And there's something about if the power gets cut, certain things unlock automatically. Yeah, the key card system. This mode detects the fault with security doors during the event of a blackout. And I've just hit the breaker switches back there so to cut the power. So in theory, if we come across rooms later on, they should be deactivated as a result. Okay. Furnace. Jesus Christ. Laundry room. We have...
Bedroom? No.
Could do a bedroom. Launder currency. I'm kind of tempted to go because I've not seen the laundromat before. So we'll pop this.
I was worried it'd be a dead end because it didn't look like there was a.
You're absolutely right. It was a dead end. Fuck.
Yeah.
Spin cycle. Or this service costs 5 and will exchange all your gems with all your coins. Right, so you can swap items about this way. Right. Okay. Alright. I think I might have fucked this run. Let's see if we can save it. Okay. We might be able to save it with the chapel. Okay, it's going to cost me money. That's alright. So we don't want to come through here too often. Right, we can.
Right.
Because it costs us one gold every time we walk in here.
Yep.
We'll box ourselves in. Shit.
Bedroom?
Shit.
No?
Don't think so. Think that just...
It's got another row there, though.
Yeah, but it goes down the way.
Right.
Fuck. Fuck. Oh, well. Right, day 3 then. So...
Oh, right, okay.
Oh, car keys. Oh, a spare set of car keys. That's maybe intriguing. Alright. Let's have a look, see if I can... Because the one thing that people tend not to do is walk outside. And I'm pretty sure... Now, I do know there's a car in the garage. But I don't know if we keep the key from run to run, that's the only thing.
Probably not. Oh.
Yeah. Okay. Damn it. Alright. I do plan on going through this game and actually making a full, like, proper scripted video with my sister, so we'll maybe revisit this game once I've kind of figured out a lot of the logic of it.
It seems quite fun. I might pick it up at some point.
Yeah. Apparently, it's got a lot of kind of water cooler moments where people start coming up with all kind of deranged conspiracy theories on, you know, what they think is going on and how things are connected.
Aye.
Right. Let's try this again. Oh, the stars carried over though. The one that we got from the observatory. That's interesting. Oh, and as well, I've just noticed it showed you the blueprints from previous days. Oh, and I like that. The little house builds. Yeah.
Cobalt Kitty.
The more rooms you had.
Hey Mike, good to see ya.
Well, we went
Yeah.
north, we went west. Shall we start east?
Yeah,
See what
I think so.
happens.
Yeah, Mike's good. He's one of ours. He's from our Tuesday game, so he plays Dor the Grumpy. Right. Okay. So we want to try and spawn the breaker room if we get the opportunity to. So Nuke gives us a key. That's fine. Breaker room.
Nice.
So it is a dead end, but it does spawn kind of what we need it to. Okay, good. So far, that's went well. So now we need to find a gem, which would be quite handy. I wonder. We don't have any coins. That's okay. Not having a coin means it doesn't take anything off us. Good to know. Right. I'm going to try and fill in this way until... no point wasting a hallway there. We do want a den. That'll give us a gem. Right, can't go that way. That's box us in. Right, we'll go. We'll make use of the fact that we don't have any coins so that we can go through the chapel. Right, so now we're trying to get... it's going to use up our gem, isn't it? No, it may not necessarily use up our gem. May not use up our gem. If I...
We might be okay.
If I spawn the bedroom there, okay, that... Oh, there's another gem. Fantastic. Just wanted to... In the billiards room. Yeah, that's a mathematical puzzle for the dartboard.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Right. Okay. Ideally, we want something that will go. I'm going to do the pantry. I don't quite want to waste the security room just yet. And that does use up our gems, unfortunately, but it gives us options.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Western hallway, that gives us options. Cool. Right, we're going to go down the way first and hopefully get a gem. Yes. To the storeroom. Coin, thank you. Key, thank you. Gem, thank you. Okay. This is please please be garage, please be garage, please be garage. Yeah. Garage!
Yeah, beauty.
Nice. Yes. Righty. Now apparently, I don't know what it is, but there's a permanent sort of run upgrade here somewhere. You might need to read that for me, Tavares. I don't know if you can see it clearly.
Christoph, this is the third time this month you and the car have been gone when your service is required. I don't care how long you've been driving for his lordship. Your absences must be accounted for. By Mrs. Babbage.
Oh, that bitch. Oh, those keys. Thank you. Aha. Okay, we've exited the house. That's interesting. Okay.
Well, that's a gate we couldn't go in last time.
Aha! The west gate has been permanently unlocked.
Nice.
Okay. Progress was made. Ooh, okay, this is new. Right. Trading post, trades for items. Special floor plans now include initial steps instead of gems. Rooms in your house will be more likely to contain, I think, the hovel. Because then that means... Oh, okay. We can unlock things with steps. Ooh, that's... I'm going to take a screenshot of that.
45292.
2 wings, 9 ranks, 45 rooms. Ah, right. 45292.
Yeah.
Where is room 46? Yesterday, my full. Okay. So that looks like a passcode of some description.
Yep, that's what I'm thinking.
45 rooms, 2 wings, 9 ranks. What's the other 2? 2 starting rooms. Okay. New key. It serves the groundkeeper. required to your hovel. Oh, that bitch again. Right. Okay. Can we go up the way from where we spawned our garage? No. That must be so annoying. Honey, where did you park the car? In the garage. Okay, fine. Where did you park the garage? So.
Yeah. Well, yesterday it was here, but I don't know now.
Yeah, exactly. Right. Okay, so that's handy. So we've got a few ways that we can go now. So we got the garage. We unlocked the west side of the house. This is good. Ooh, the dark room. Perhaps John will jump out. So you awake to find yourself in a dark room. By the way, next time John's touring up here to Varus, I need to take you to see the dark room. You'll enjoy it.
Right. Okay. Sounds like a plan.
Wow, that's not inconvenient.
That's really informative, yeah.
Yeah.
Probably why it's the dark room.
Yeah, pretty much. Left, middle, or right, and I blame you for the result.
Middle.
Middle. 3 steps required.
If in doubt, go down the middle.
Oh, well, that might have actually been a semi-decent choice, actually. That's given us the drawing room. Right, we can fill in... We can go down the way to maybe fill in some blanks here. So that's another hallway. Spare room's a bit pointless. Okay, we'll go with a...
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, because that'll lead us here. Now, red memo. Doors in the west wing are more likely to be locked. This is untrue. I don't know if that means doors on the right are more unlikely to be locked. So parlor leads back up the way. That's good. Boudoir, that just circles back round to the den. So probably would want this one, I think. Oh, here we go. The blue box contains the gems. This box is the black box. Well, that one's lying.
That was lying.
This box is the white box. So those two are lying, meaning that one's telling the truth. The blue box contains the gems.
Yes.
Cool. That's fine.
What? No. Oh. Nice.
Yeah, because that's the true one.
But it wasn't telling the truth. I'm confused.
Yeah, it was a black box, but it said the blue box contains the gems. But the other two were clearly lying.
Yes.
So yeah. No, we don't want that one. That'll box us in. Okay, we could go that way. That'll box us in and create a closed loop. So we'll want to go this way. Okay. Ooh. Aha. Oh. Eye mask. The first time you enter each bedroom with a sleep mask. Okay. Handy, but not the car keys that we had. That would have been handy now that we had the garage.
Yep.
Okay, we've got plenty of keys, so that's fine. Yes, I think we want East Wing Hall. Thank you. Ooh. Check one. So we might as well do one of the ones that box us in. Closet or coat check? I've not had the coat check yet. Check.
Retrieve it on another day.
Check.
Well, that would have been useful for the car keys.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Right. Because the thing is, if you spawn the room, it's removed from the deck, so it won't show up later. So
Yeah.
it's been advised that you use up the dead ends early on if you can.
Go for a closet then, I guess.
Okay. So this will have 2 items. Oh, that's good. That lets us re-roll the rooms.
Yep, that's good. Very.
I was about to say, is that what I think it is? No, it's a rabbit's foot. Okay.
Yeah.
If it lights up and vibrates, fucking hell. Right. Okay, so security room, probably.
Yeah.
That's fine. We've hit the breaker, so that's also a good thing, meaning that we can turn off key card security system. I'll set it low. Over settings, back. Return to security menu. You see. Oh, what was that passcode that we had? If you can remember, hold on.
92.
45292.
45292.
45292. Those are all letters. Okay, maybe not.
Oh no, it did go to numbers there.
Oh, did it?
Yeah.
Hold on. Sure?
I thought it did, but I guess not.
Okay, never mind.
But I mean, that was what I named there. But
Yeah.
doesn't matter.
Yeah, that's fine. Okay. Okie dokie. That's okay. So we can go both north and this way. So we'll try going this way first. Yeah, so the further we get into the mansion, the more likely things are to be locked. Okay. Our billiard room. Let's see, archive. I'm going to go for the archives first. Okay, this is a new room for me as well. There you go. You know what? I'll screenshot this for later. That's publisher. No trace is discovered of. Okay, so she clearly went missing. Right. Okay, so we'll continue on along this rank of the house. Oh, archive floor plans, confidential. Okay, this was a spare room. Ah, right, okay, so it blocks off one room. I see. Okay, let's... Okay, some more gems. That's fine. Okay, nothing there. Okay, north we go then. Boiler room, that's new. Oh, shit. We don't win that one. Locksmith. Keys for sale. Alright. So you can buy keys from there. Alexa, stop. Right. Okay. Okay, we've turned something on. That's always handy. Okay. And good, do we want that? Pressure still good. Can we get... Right, that's interesting. I think we need to approach the boiler room from the other side to get the other valve. Okay, off to the security room then. Oh, this is one of those keycard things. Yeah, so because we... Okay, so all we can do... Okay, we might as well re-roll. Oh, the pool! We've not had the pool before. Pool adds locker room, sauna, and pump room to today's... Right. Ooh, a shovel. We need that because what the shovels let us do is dig up the patches of dirt. And then give us extra items. Okay. Dining room. If you spawn the dining room at rank 8, you get a meal. Have dinner. Which gives us 20 steps back, I think. 30 steps. That's good. That is very good. Tavares, I think we might actually make it to the antechamber. Jesus Christ. Alright. Okay. Let's do the billiard room. You still there, Tavares? He's gone quiet again. Okay. 4, 6, that's 10, 12, 20, 14, 16.
Kobold Kitty. Oh, nor he dead.
It's alright. Sometimes he falls asleep on our Tuesday game. You just hear him gently snoring over Discord.
They'll not hear me.
Oh no, you'd cut out again. Yeah.
Oh, because I was actually talking for once. I wasn't just snoring.
Oh, all right, no worries. So yes, it's all right. I've got us this far. So 5 minus 10 times 4 is 20?
No, what was it? 5 minus 10
Or 10.
times 4.
Yeah, I think. Yes, I was right.
Actually, yeah, it is 20, sorry.
Yeah. 7 minus 3 times 3, so 4, 12?
Yeah.
Okay.
Cobalt Kitty. Are going 2 hours and 30 minutes today.
We're almost there. We'll complete this run. So we're doing actually really well. This is actually the farthest we've actually got into.
Yeah.
We're at rank 9 for fuck's sake. So let's see if we can actually get to the antechamber. Ooh, we can spawn the commerce room or the conference room, which. Okay, a little memo here. Okay, security code, but it's on red.
Yeah.
So I don't know how that helps us. After meetings adjourned, please take. Oh. Okay. Right. Okay. Okay, well that's the antechamber. Okay. Don't know how you get to it. Okay, okay, the boudoir just connects that way. Okay, we might as well go for that then. That's fine. Nothing of interest. Oh, a turnip. Ooh. Lockpicking tools. Will occasionally be able to unlock some normal doors. Oh. Old shoe. Not more. Okay. You can only go down. Alright. Ooh, okay. This is. I've had this one before. We want the rumpus room. Although I think I've boxed us in with that, but that's okay. Like I said, we got stupidly far in. We made it all the way to the antechamber. But the reason we want to be in here is this guy.
Big? No? No, okay. Doesn't matter.
Sorry, you you had cut out, then you came back in there.
They're just getting because tall. Like
Yeah.
Big.
Yeah. Yep.
Face to face with the great Alzara. And I suspect you wish me to look into your future. The image is becoming clear. I see a boy.
I see a little silhouette of a man Scaramouche, Scaramouche.
Oh.
Something he was told he would not find. I see a black cat tied to a red flag.
I can see the cat being pissed off.
I say good luck, but still having a flag after that.
Yeah.
I see a door marked by a rogue moon. A door that is always locked, yet has no key. It is the door you have been searching for, yet will not
I don't know if Mike's still with us, but a door with no key? That's fine, I have my hammer.
Right.
What you have heard here has been foreseen by the great Alzara.
Ooh, cryptic. Right. Okay. And then, have I missed anything? We can't go in the locksmith. We can't go in the bunker room. And we got the garage. Still, that's a hell of a run. I am quite happy with that one.
Very good.
Yeah. And on day 3, almost makes up for a pitiful day 2. Go. Right, well that is Blue Prince. A rather interesting game, which I certainly want to play more off stream. You know what? I can see why my student didn't like Atomfall. Like Morrowind, I think it's a game that you need to kind of settle into and have some sort of like direction of where you want to go or how to get started in it. I'll probably give it another go or another bash off stream, see if I can get into it more, and I might revisit it on stream when I'm like near the end of it or something. It was certainly pretty and played well, just pity nothing fuck all happened. So it turns out Fallout in West England is just bumming about in a field. Who knew? But occasionally being menaced by Scousers. So, yes.
Like a normal England.
Yeah, exactly. What can I say? They nailed the vibe. So, give them that.
Yeah.
So, and we got a look at, like, Reforms Britain. So, yes, I will keep using that joke. Right, anyway, thank you for joining for Yindy and Friends. I've been Yindy, and I've been joined by my co-host, Tavares. I'm away this weekend. We always stream on a Thursday, trying out kind of new games, so I'll dig about in my collection for games I haven't tried. In fact, you know what? A game that I had for ages that I totally forgot I have not tried Armored Core 6 yet. Because that was one you were asking me about. We can maybe do that next week if you want.
Yeah, sure.
So I'll get Armored Core booted up then. So, well, that's next Thursday, stream started. But when would you want to potentially do Baldur's Gate again?
Probably a week tomorrow, next Friday. That works for you.
A week next Friday, so the 16th potentially?
Yeah.
Could possibly work. I actually might be coming down to your neck of the woods to see the missus on that Friday. I don't know. We've not nailed down a plan, so maybe that's a hard maybe for that one. If we don't manage the 16th, then certainly I should be good.
To be the week after.
I'm good the week after, pretty much at any point, so we can do that then. All right, and hopefully I'll have Halfwits moved on. So I'm going to try and maybe do an hour on Halfwits before bed. So thank you for joining, Cobalt. Thank you for joining, Mike and Kevin as well. I think jumped in the chat at one point. So we're getting regulars and names that I'm recognizing now on the stream, which is quite awesome.
Mad Mike Falkirk. Yay.
Thanks, guys.
Yep, awesome. And we'll be back to our Tuesday game as well for Tavares and Mike. So you can menace my NPCs then. Right. Anyway, thank you all for joining. I will play the second alternative
Mad
version.
Mike Falkirk. Playing Supreme Commander with some folks and getting wrecked. Cobalt Kitty.
I need to give Supreme.
Hell yeah, can't wait.
Supreme Commander another go, actually. That's on my list and all. So I will play what I've started trying to do is I've tried to add little custom songs for whatever game we played, and I came up with a couple of versions of the intro song that played at the beginning of the stream for Atomfall. But considering we ended up giving up on that and spending most of it on Blueprints, I kind of feel like the song is a bit false advertising. But I'll have it play us out anyway. But thank you all for joining if you did jump on tonight, and I will see you all next Thursday. Have a good one. See you. Bye.
Well, we packed our bags and loaded the game. Thought we'd be heroes, earn fortune and fame. But now we're in a nuclear zone with a map upside down and no signal on our phone. Yindy and Tavares Arix said it's fine right before we got struck. Looting and laughing, chaos on demand. A duo of pros with no real plan. When logic fails, we dance through trials with snacks in hand and crooked smiles. One Geiger click from calling it quits. Tavarus tried hugging a barrel that spits. We laughed, we screamed, we looted in vain, but we'll respawn and do it all again. You're watching YindyPlayZ, where the real danger is our sense of direction.